What's up, St. Louis? I'm Eric Luchenegger, the founder of Tenacity and the host of Bourbon Friday, and I'm back to update you on more important dates and events coming up. First up, applications. St. Louis Startup Week is here, and if you're looking to participate beyond just being in the audience, there are some volunteer slots to fill. I'm biased and say you should volunteer for the closing party at Tuckertista downtown on Friday. You're gonna have to scroll all the way down or hit next a whole gang of times if you're on mobile. But if you do, you come out and volunteer for my event, I'll pay for your parking. Nominations are due on November 28th for the 2023 Best Places to Work Awards from the St. Louis Business Journal. If your company offers employees an outstanding work-life balance and stands above the rest in employee satisfaction, this is their chance to be celebrated by the community. There are a few requirements to be included, so check those out. Due on November 30th are entries for the Spark membership giveaway. So if you're thinking about co-working or getting out of your home office, this would be an excellent opportunity to score a full year membership at Spark St. Louis. Applications are also due on November 30th for the Innovation, Development, and Entrepreneurial Advancement IDEA Fund from Missouri Technology Corporation. The IDEA Fund makes direct equity-based investments in Missouri's most prominent emerging companies to promote growth and encourage additional future investment. They have 3 programs: the TechLaunch for pre-seed, seed capital for seed stage, and the Venture Capital Program, which supports technology startups through matching equity or convertible note investments up to $2 million. And finally, on November 30th, applications are due for TechStars Filecoin, Stockholm, Chicago Healthcare, London, Detroit, Atlanta, Los Angeles, New York, Tel Aviv, and Equinor and TechStars Energy. And it's not an update video without events. I will get to a full rundown of Startup Week, but I'm going to do the rest of the events for this week first. So hold tight. And guess what? We aren't the only city in Missouri having a big week. Global Entrepreneurship Week Kansas City from KCSourceLink kicks off Monday and goes until the 20th. Why am I mentioning something on the other side of the state? Well, they have a lot of virtual sessions, like the difference between mental health and mental illness, overcoming imposter syndrome, how to put together a business checklist, and the 8 keys to unlocking a high-performance culture. And there are many more, so check it out. On November 15th, there's Drive More Sales and Improve Customer Experience Using Marketing Automation from MarketingProfs. Here you'll learn how to measure and optimize your marketing automation efforts, align marketing automation and sales for more conversions and deals, and determine the mission-critical outcomes you want from your marketing automation efforts. Also on the 15th, it's Advanced STL Decentralization from St. Louis Business Journal at the Danforth Center. And you can join a discussion about the future of downtown St. Louis, the new developments that could bring life to long vacant buildings, and strategies for bringing more people and activity to the region's central core. I wonder why that couldn't be just held in downtown. On the 16th, join the 314 digital panel and breakfast for what you need to know about connected TV. At this panel, experts will address what's new and now with connected TV. This event is free and includes breakfast. Also on the 16th, check out Courageous Conversations from the St. Louis Business Journal. Here you'll join a conversation on diversity, equity, and inclusion with panelists throughout our region who bring perspective from their respective disciplines across business and community. Panelists are Sarah Bernard, Inclusively, Rob Libera, Lafayette Industries, and Monica Reha, Edward Jones. Also on Wednesday, it's DevOps 2022. At this virtual conference, you can join them to embark on an exciting virtual adventure with DevOps visionaries and innovators from around the world to explore the new frontiers, get valuable insights on how to build and deploy software at the edge and beyond, and discover how you can enable DevOps everywhere. Also on Wednesday, it's Clarify Expectations to Empower Your Team for Success from Enterprise University. At this virtual workshop, learn to review the 5 essential practices of business strategy execution, understand the 3 clarities that drive team success, and discover high payoff activities for your team to deliver on planned business strategies. And finally that day, it's the Washington University Innovation and Entrepreneurship Awards presented by the Scandalera Center. At this special event, they will honor Blake McGrath of CareSignal with the Alumni Achievement and Entrepreneurship Award, and they're going to announce the winners of the Scandalera's Venture Competition for Fall 2022 and award up to $25,000 in funding. Then on November 17th, wait a minute, I know that guy. On November 17th, have lunch with AMA St. Louis and hear from past host of the Bourbon Friday Show and CEO and head trainer of Business Video School, Nick Niehaus, about your 2023 video plan. And you'll get 4 strategies you should try. So if you're looking for new ways to kick off your 2023 marketing, this will be a good one. Also on the 17th, check out 10 common webinar mistakes to avoid in 2023 from On24. You'll get tips and best practices to make sure that your webinars are always a success in the new year, including common webinar from home mistakes to avoid, tips for dealing with less good speakers, optimizing for audience engagement, and tricks and high webinar lead conversions. And I've been talking about it for a while. On November 14th through the 18th, St. Louis Startup Week is finally here. So let's do a rundown of all the great events that week. I'm going to move through these pretty quickly and break them down as best I can. If I miss anything, I'm sorry. If I mispronounce your name, I'm sorry. On Monday, most events are going to be at TechRTCU City. You can start off your week at the kickoff breakfast presented by Enterprise Bank and Trust. Following that, you'll find out about becoming the authority in your niche with personal branding from Adam McChesney of Height Digital St. Louis. Then you'll learn about building MVC, Minimum Viable Community, in your business from RJ Hartbeck, Small Circles Recipes. And then find out about the agility of Saturday Night Live from John Cruson, Sketch Development. That one sounds pretty interesting. He's going to show practices they use behind the scenes at SNL that could be used in your business. Then it's, yeah, that's great, but is it for you? In this workshop with Saeda Floraxil and Akriti Gupta from Amenico and Will Bubenick from Nebula Media Group, you will get firsthand experience with some of the challenges of having a disability. You'll also receive some practical ideas about creating inclusive products in today's world. Finally, you can close that day in a couple ways. You can stick around U-City for the happy hour, or you can head over to Norton Rose Fulbright Law Office for STL Fig at a glance. This is an open invitation to attend a working meeting, including their education corner and pitch presentations by female founders. On Tuesday morning, you can get warmed up with some yoga at Tech Artista Downtown at Stretch and Connect with Brittany Dwyer from Disco. And then head over to Spark St. Louis, which is the main location for that day, for founder sales or how to sell what you don't have yet with Alejandro Logiski customly, and then holding up under the weight of many hats from George Bailey, Z-Pods. If you can't quite make it downtown that day, you could check out All Change Starts with Conflict at CIC with Wolf Smith from the Conflict Resolution Center, St. Louis. But don't worry, people going to Spark, there's a lot more that day. How about Beyond Startup? Are you really ready to scale? With Kira Hopkins from the Entrepreneur Business Basics. And then there's a panel discussion, Telling and Selling the Story of St. Louis. That panel includes Jess Blomo, Arch Grants, Maggie Crane, BioSTL, Larry Morris, Kranzberg Arts Foundation, Alfred Jackson, and Anthony Bartlett, Acclimate. And of course, your day at Spark finishes with another happy hour. But it doesn't have to end there. There are 3 more events that day. OPO Startups Demo Day at OPO, which is a Shark Tank style pitch competition. Speed Networking for Hire, presented by the Women's Creative at 18 Rails in City Foundry STL. Then stick around that night for All Access Pass, a Tech STL concert and innovation fair, also at 18 Rails. This is a free concert and job fair with a live performance from Root Mod. So be ready to celebrate a big night of St. Louis tech opportunity. This is also a fundraiser for the newly established Tech STL STEM Scholarship Fund. On Wednesday morning, head over to Cafe Biz 618 Shared Workspace in Fairview Heights from the STL Pitch Breakfast from Tech STL. Pitching for $10,000 are Shades of Color, Artopia, EDU Rain, Vizogo, Euler Science, and Safe. If you can't make it over there first thing, virtually check in at Start and Manage a Small Business, the First Steps from MoSBDC with Colleen Mulville, St. Louis Economic Development Partnership. Back over at Cafe 618, there are 3 more great sessions for you. There's Navigating Financing Options for Your Business with Bulbul Jain, Axo Foods. NFTs are not just a buzzword from Marina Ote Maiton, Moanzo Tech. Marina just spoke at TEDx. I'm going to guess that's going to be pretty good. Then, Why Bootstrapping is Better with Jesse Pooji, Gateway X. And of course, you can close that day out with a happy hour over there. Then on Thursday, you're gonna be in Cortex pretty much all day. First, you've got Cyberfest at Cortex, which is a whole day of events. There are workshops and panels, a cyber job fair. Too much for me to cover here because this video is already long enough. Then at Collab, you've got supporting individuals on their journey from surviving to thriving with Andrew Oberle, the Oberle Institute, St. Louis University School of Med. SLU Entrepreneurship and Innovation Panel, where they'll talk about all the opportunities like MedLaunch, SLU eMentor program, and the CCE clinical model. Louis Sheets from the Chaffetz Center of Entrepreneurship will moderate all of that, I believe. Then you have cross-pollinating talent between corporate and startup companies, experiences and learnings to inform founders and teams with Maria Fernandez, Solus Agrosciences. Then you could hop over to CIC for fundraising and relevant resources hosted by GAN from Capital Innovators, where you'll get to sit in on a cohort workshop. Back at Collab, it's build compelling products that solve complex problems using 3 core principles from Sam Cummings' data plan. Then building with a global mindset with Juliana Scheidhauer, Reimagine Resources. And Thursday, so of course, Venture Cafe. But this is going to be a super special Venture Cafe. And that's because there are 2 great events happening at 4240 after the Cyberfest. First, STL Startup Showcase, which is the signature event for Startup Week. They'll highlight more than 40 emerging startups from a range of industries in an expo style event. There's food and drink and all of the things that you would expect. And also right there, you have the 6th annual Battle of the Saints teen pitch competition from Parkway Schools and STL Caps. Then on Friday, head back downtown to T-Rex for another great day of programming. You'll find out what do you do when you lose from Linda F. Williams, in-person away, virtual events. Then stick around for Leading Entrepreneurs Discuss Scaling Up Without Outside Capital with Scott Levine, the Entrepreneurs Organization St. Louis. After that, you've got What You Need to Know to Be a Startup Founder which is a panel discussion with Allison Cousins, Approach Dating, Dan Davis, Arcadia Infracom, Sophie Seck, Expedition Sub-Sahara, moderated by Nathan Rebelke, St. Louis Inno editor. Then, I'm going to admit, you've got some tough choices to make about what to do that afternoon. I'm going to stick with T-Rex for now with the Gladiator Way, centering your values in your entrepreneurial journey from Rachel D'Souza Siebert, Gladiator Consulting. Then, calling non-technical founders, how to build a tech startup with Landon Windeman, Alderberry Management. The last thing at T-Rex that day is making money from advertising and email automation from Cameron Matthews, made by DAS. As I said, you've got some options. The other option would be to head over to Tech Artista downtown for Capital Innovators Demo Day, Fall 2022 cohort. Pitching that day is Arcade Quest, Farm to Flame Energy, Phase It, Forage, StockSwap, and Veeper. And it's Friday, and it's not Friday without Bourbon Friday, and you can join us at our biggest event of the year, the closing party of St. Louis Startup Week. Stop by for 3 minutes or 3 hours for more great drinks and better conversations. We've got a DJ, we've got light bites from local spots, we've got a bourbon tasting room, yes, you heard that right, we even have free drinks from Trust. And look, I'm not gonna say there's an after party, but you do need to RSVP. So go do it. Pause this video right now, go RSVP. Done? Great. One last thing I want to mention is Arch Grants Gala is the same night as the closing party, but we are right across the street. We love Arch Grants, so why not check out both great events? And finally, if you have an event or an important date coming up, please email us at events@bourbonfriday.show. Thanks. I hope you have a great startup week. I'll see you at some events.
To stay up to date, follow us on social. We are at Bourbon Fridays on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. See you next time.